Alright, snow-covered mountain, goo. Bloodstained mire, cracked. Stomping grounds, and search for tomorrows. Well, we're going to need to find Blood Moon, most likely. Search for tomorrows, ticks down. Oath of Nissa. Gets a Wooded Foothills. Plays a Wooded Foothills. And passes. Oh, more lands. Alright, let's pass the turn. We're probably going to have to crack Mindstone, because we're just not doing anything. Forest for our opponent. Search for tomorrows. Comes off suspend. And Nahiri. Okay, loots with Nahiri. Pitches an Oath of Nissa? Oy. Well, let's crack Mindstone. Pass the turn. Kinda drawing the wrong half of our deck for this matchup. Loots with Nahiri. Pitches an Anger of the Gods. Sakura Tribe Elder. And Valakut. Well, we have to bolt Nahiri or Nahiri Ultimates. Oy. More lands. Well, we're probably just dead to a Titan next turn. Bolts our face down to 17. Doesn't crack the Elder. Another Valakut. Loots with Nahiri. Pitches a Through the Breach. They have another Through the Breach and a Titan. Through the Breach. And a Titan. Alright. That does it. Well, we did literal nothing that game. Like, literal nothing. So against this deck, what do we even... I mean, Stone Rain, Molten Rain seem reasonable. Maybe Torpor Orb for Titans. Dragon's Claws can gain us life. Relic doesn't really do anything but cycle. Pyroclasm doesn't do anything. I guess we could leave relics just for the cycling. Let's go down Roast for a relic. Yeah, let's leave the relics just because they cycle. That's better than some of the stuff we have. And try it like that. Alright, we get to play first. Oh, the opposite of last hand's problem. Now we have 0 lands. Well, I think we're going to keep this one lander, but... Oh, Mindstone to the bottom. Snow-covered mountain, relic, go. I guess we can cycle relic to try to find lands. I guess our plan is to try to get to this Koth and hope that we're still alive when that happens. Opponent passes. Well, we do draw land, so let's just Torpor Orb. Slows down the Titan a little bit. Pass the turn. Mountain for our opponent and an Elder. Crack relic. Do we find a land? We do. Alright. Well, we're one land away from Koth. And that would be sweet. Koth could win us the game. Oath of Nissa for our opponent. Gets a Cinderglade. Gets in 4-1. Alright, pass the turn. P and Karen is not what we wanted there. We wanted a Stone Rain, Blood Moon, or land. Cinderglade. Opponent gets in with Elder. Do they have a Nahiri? Search for tomorrows. So, probably a Titan next turn. One way or another. Well, there's a land. Let's Koth. Untap a mountain. Get in 4-4. Bolts our Koth down to 1. So they're going to be able to kill our Koth with Sakura Tribe Elder. Which means we're back to needing to draw something. There goes Koth. Koth is not good on defense. Is it Titan time? There's the Titan. We get a Stone Rain. Well, let's pass the turn. We're going to have to Volcanic Fallout plus Skred, I believe. There's a Search for Tomorrows. Or a Oath of Nissa, rather. Finds our opponent what? Another Secure Tribe Elder. Bloodstained Mire. Secure Tribe Elder. Alright. Well, let's Volcanic Fallout. Opponent's going to sack their Secure Tribe Elders, I'm sure. Sacks 1. Doesn't deal damage because they didn't crack Bloodstained Mire. This one's going to deal damage, though. So we drop to 15. Drop to 13. And now we just Skred the Titan. Well, we survived a Titan. Our P and Karen's not very good. Torpor Orb makes it a 2/2 for 4. Summoner's Pack. Going to get our opponent another Titan. Another Secure Tribe Elder. Interesting. Alright, play Secure Tribe Elder. I guess they're just on the natural Valakut plan. Well, Blood Moon will actually slow this down. Actually, wow. Can this win us the game? Our opponent needs to crack Secure Tribe Elder, get a forest, or they will lose to their own pack. So let's see if our opponent does this correctly. Alright, they get a Sacred Foundry, hits us down to 10. Let's see what they get. Alright, they get a forest. So they can pay for a pact. Although, good news is we get to Stone Rain a forest. Which means they won't have the mana to play another Titan. Or Escape Shift. Not that Escape Shift would be that good anyway. They find a Farseek. Can't get a forest though. Gets another Cinderglade. Now we just want to land for this Sarkin. Lightning Bolt. Well, alright, P and Karen. Good old 2/2 for 4. Search for Tomorrows. That probably can get... Wow. No forest. There's a mountain. Are we going to win? We might have found the right combination of hate here. Sarkin becomes a 4/4. Hit our opponent for 6. And our opponent basically needs to kill us, or they're dead. On board and to the lightning bolts in our hand. What do you got, opponent? If they can kill our Blood Moon, that would also be very bad. Oh my god. Nahiri gets rid of Blood Moon. What's their last card? Do they have enough land? Summoner's Pact. That doesn't actually do it though because of Torpor Orb. So it gets our opponent a Titan. Unless they have something else they can get. Nahiri was certainly a good draw for them. But I don't think it's going to matter. Gets a Secure Tribe Elder. That makes sense. They can block and hit us for 6. Or just... Alright, they're going to kill P and Karen. Hit us down to 7. Well, we still got this, though. Opponent's out of cards. So, Lightning Bolt, no redirect. Lightning Bolt, no redirect, and that does it. Whew. Alright, that was close. That was super close, but we got a game win on the Molten 6, no less. Alright, let's run it back. Is a Molten Rain good enough? No Blood Moon, 2 lands, Sword of War and Peace is interesting. Bolt isn't great, Skred isn't great. I think we got a mulligan. Alright. Well, we got a couple of big threats. Let's see if that could somehow be enough. Wooded Foothills for our opponent passes. Snow-covered mountain, go. So we should have the option of Storm Breath or Batterskull on turn 4. Opponent gets a forest. Farseeks. gets a Stomping Grounds. Then we draw another land, play a Mind Stone, pass the turn. Could use a Blood Moon. That would be nice. Torpor Orb would be decent. Interesting. Our opponent's going with Summoner's Pact right now. Summoner's Pact's up a Sakura Tribe Elder. Blood Moon would be super good here. No. Just a land. Alright. Scrying Sheets, go. That was unfortunate. That was a chance to really punish our opponent. They must be light on lands. Crag's Bloodstained Mire. They're going to spend their entire turn for a Sakura Tribe Elder. They pay for it. They could very likely have Through the Breach. That would make sense. Gets in 4-1. Well, let's activate Scrying Sheets. Relic of Progenitus. Sure. Well, Snow-Covered Mountain. And Batterskull. If they can breach in the Titan, though, I don't know if that'll be enough. Pass the turn. There's the breach. There's the Titan. Well, I don't think this just kills us, but it's pretty bad. Double Valakut. Opponent goes to attacks. Does this beat us? They kill Batterskull. 16, 13. Yep, that is actually Exacxes. Alright. Well, not fast enough. Maybe this deck is just not very good.